Well, it's Valentine's Day, and we're starting off in the frost. It's a pretty icy cold day today, and we're headed straight up, which is going to warm me up just fine. But anyway, looking forward to a fun day. It's going to be sunny and beautiful for most of the day, and then of course the rain's going to come back because you can't hike without rain. That's just crazy. Anyway, we're good at it now. Bye. From rain to sudden frost. Ooh, cold. We're down there to the top of this little hill. There's not enough of a crevice here or space on either side to gather this damn much water. But it's gushing. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Well, we made it up the first bump of the day at a Unicoi gap. It's so cold that it's not wet. The trail is no longer slippery, it's sticky, yay. And it's beautiful out. This is my Valentine's Day here. Just really can't believe how nice this is. Really enjoying today. I can't say enough good things about our hosts at the Green Dragon Hostel. You're not going to find better people and more professional. I bet you it's all downhill from here, so I'm going to miss it when I leave those birds. I can't believe how professional they are and how they make you feel like you're the first person to ever come in there and that they've never heard your story before. They just make you feel right at home, and they act like it's not a burden. It's just wonderful people. Wonderful people. Anyway, can't wait to get back there. Okay, bye now. This is too nice not to share a little bit of it with you. Come off the peak, and smaller second peak back in here. And let's go hike with me a little way because it's easy. But it's also beautiful. It's dry. Thank God. After all those days of rain and much, much more to come. It's a crazy February, even out in California, where it almost looks like a tropical cyclone coming into them. And, from space, when you look at the radar or the space image. Wow. Just crazy. Kind of sketching here without poles. Oh, snag. Zoom. Easy. Working the Relive application, and a lot of that's for people who want to really keep track of their cardio and all that stuff and keep track of their trail. Basically, it makes a movie for you. I don't know why I'm using iMovie. I just use Relive for the whole thing. But I like just doing the 3D map at the end of the videos. But anyway, I'm not pausing Relive every time I stop and take a picture or stop and take a break. So the times are really off from what I'm actually doing, but they're more realistic to how many miles I get in a day, so, and the amount of time it takes to do so. I'm hoping to start upping my miles, although got several toenails that are giving me trouble finally. It's the only issue I've had so far, other than slipping and sliding my way through this and getting cold. Rather be cold and dry than cold and wet, but I see the limits of some of my equipment. My gloves are not going to handle this very well, so I'm going to have to do something about the glove situation. And you know, on like a day like today, they're fine, you know, but they're like wetsuit gloves. It's not the thing to have. You know, when I turn this camera off, I talk just as much. It's kind of weird. No, I'm kidding. Most of my friends, everyone will believe that, I'm sure. But at least when I hold the camera here, it makes it look like I'm not crazy. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to put in a lot of miles today because the weather's nice, and starting to learn from my first two hikers I ran into. One's name's Deidre, I think, or Mule is her trail name. She got off and went to the hostel in the clouds or whatever, and I didn't see them again the next day, so I'm sure they stayed an extra day there. I'm not sure, but I imagine they would have stayed off the trail until the rain stopped. So, lesson to self, you know, here I am on the shoulder of Turkey Mountain in freezing rain, getting wet, and they're in a comfy hostel waiting for it to go by. So I think that's what we'll do. Hike on the beautiful days and try to stay indoors on the bad days to the extent that I can. So anyway, yeah, I'd rather watch rain from the stool of a pub, having a nice cold beer and a warm pizza and watching the news. There's a little sketch down here. It's just another beautiful day. I cannot begin to tell you how grateful I am to be out here and to live out a dream of mine. I have no idea what the camera catches or whether you can zoom on your own device at home. But okay, well, anyway, back at it. Does this trunk make me look fat? So I had to just stop for a break. I'm averaging 2 miles per hour. That's not great. But these are some steep climbs today and long. You know, start way back down there. And way over that thing. That's a good place to take your shoes off and relax and enjoy a view in the sunlight. Yay! The wind hasn't quite hit yet, but it's coming. You can see those cirrus clouds there. Okay, this is stemming on the far side of ridiculously nice. It's just so beautiful. It keeps giving and giving and giving. I've seen it on video a million times, but this is really nice. It's a whole different experience. These constantly ending up on these peaks and ridges that have valleys on both sides of them. It's just insane. Really happy. I still can't get my distances down, right? Tripped over one pole. Still hard for me to do distances. But I'll get used to that. I think I'm averaging about 2 miles per hour on these big hills, so I guess that's okay. I was hoping for a little bit more, but don't have my trail legs yet. It's feeling good so far. Had a really good breakfast at the Green Dragon. And the company is always good there. And they really, really, really take care of you. I can't say enough good things. So, for all you folks during the peak season, good luck getting in there. It'd be horrible to get all the way down the trail and find out you know, they're booked 6 days out. So, if you want to get in there early. Highly recommend them. A lot of these guys. Ugh. It's so weird not having streams and rivers in the middle of the trail. I'm not slipping on every route. But the trail's not dusty either. Yay! That's a good thing. Hit up the next source of water if it's close to the trail. Some of these are like half a mile off the trail to get to water. But it's been so wet lately. You might find some standing water somewhere. You never know. With all this rain, it's hard to imagine going thirsty. What a pleasant day. I think it's probably more pleasant just because I've been through so much crap already. Pretty crap, but still crap. I'm constantly having to watch my feet because I don't want to trip on things, but sometimes you miss out. Look up. Sweet. Anyway, gotta get home. Came over those hills in the background there, just past Addis Camp, heading over this little lump here to get to Deep Gap. It's just been gorgeous all day. Wouldn't trade it for the world. A lot more up to do. Well, maybe not. These hills, they just keep rolling along. I love it. I wish we can get days like this all the time. I mean, it's nice and cool air, so you can hike real easy and not sweat too much. And just beautiful scenes. Okay, back at it. Just about to finish, possibly, the last bump of the day. That's the trail in front of me. Finding the stairway to heaven, but it feels like hell. Anyway, we'll get over the top of this and see if we can get a signal. But it's been just wonderful day. And as fast as the weather changes here, no, it's not. It's not crazy to think it's going to rain in a few hours. But right now, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It's nice being out of the cloud. So here we go. Back up the hill. Check this out. Whole nother valley. Probably something more up. So you're seeing down, you still gotta go up. Coming down to home for the night. Deep Gap Shelter. Deep Gap's a lot lower than here. It's a bunch of wind high up. I had to walk real far down. Not real far, but I mean, we had to walk down pretty far to get to the shelter. But, it's down far enough, hopefully it'll stay out of the wind because it looks like it's facing toward the wind, but what a beautiful place. I don't know if anyone's there. Oh, maybe the shelter is actually facing away from them. Well, they know what they're doing when they build these things. Yeah. They know what they're doing. I don't know if anyone's in there or not. So far, I'm the only guy using the shelter this whole trip. Oh, and bear boxes too. Oh, this is just getting better. Getting better. Oh. Anybody home? Oh, look, it's got corners. An amazing lawn. On both sides. Are you kidding me? Outrageous. Oh, you can see right through the slats on this thing. You can feel that wind coming up. This is just gauche. Okay. So, reverse this. Well, you know how I don't hit pause or anything like that on the app for keeping my mileage? Well, somehow it got on pause, so I missed a bunch of miles there, and I have no idea whether it's gonna trace the Appalachia Trail or is it just gonna draw a straight line between the last pace that I left off. But anyway, I messed up the 3D map again, so that's just the way it is. Tough. Anyway, I got here early enough to enjoy some sunshine, and there's water really close by. This is just a Cadillac place to be right here. It's just a Cadillac spot, and yeah, real happy. What a wonderful day. So I'm gonna do a narrow zero. So tomorrow I've got like 4 miles of more of this pleasant hiking, and then the next day I'm just gonna like wallow in self-pity. No, I just sit around and relax and get my legs back repaired and do a lot of carbo loading. And then after that, I'm going to have to somehow cut the cord. I don't want to leave Green Dragon. They're so wonderful, but I have to. I just don't want to. Anyway, so I'm gonna hang it up for the night and see you in the morning.